Welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into running really top-notch online meetings. Our source material for this comes from the website VA Gods, and they actually call this webinar management.
Yeah, webinar management. It sounds maybe a bit formal, but basically it just means the whole process, right? Like the careful planning beforehand.
Okay.
Then actually hosting it, running the meeting itself.
Yeah.
And finally, checking the results afterwards, looking at how it went. The source, VA Gods, they really point out it's a mix. You need the tech skills, the computer know-how, but also really strong people skills.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. Why is getting good at this stuff, these online meetings, so important? Especially, for VAs, virtual assistants.
Well, the payoff is pretty big, actually. When you manage these webinars effectively, what happens is you get much, much higher audience engagement. People pay more attention, they interact, and they actually remember what was discussed.
Right, and that engagement piece, that leads to more, doesn't it? I mean, for the company running the webinar.
Exactly. It makes the company look really good, like super professional, knowledgeable. It seriously boosts their reputation. And get this, for the VA themselves, if you specialize in this, it can mean more job opportunities.
Oh, okay.
And potentially even better pay because you're bringing this valuable skill.
That makes sense. You're not just clicking buttons, you're managing an experience. So what kind of skills are we talking about here?
To really pull it off well, VAs need some key skills. Things like really clear communication, being able to talk clearly and confidently. Good organizing skills are essential, obviously. Managing time effectively.
Right.
And also being able to think on your feet. Solve problems quickly if something goes wrong. That critical thinking piece.
Technical glitches happen, yeah. And what about the tools? What software are people using? The source mentioned some big names.
You did. They listed platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams. Those are pretty common. Also, Webinar Jam, GoToWebinar, and Cisco WebEx. Quite a few options.
So how do you choose? Does it depend on the meeting?
Yeah, largely. The source suggests the choice often comes down to how many people you expect to attend. Different platforms handle different audience sizes better.
Got it. So scaling is important.
Definitely. And features too, of course.
Okay, so wrapping this up a bit, what's the main takeaway here?
I think at the end of the day, it's that being really good at webinar management isn't just a nice to have. It's actually pretty key for making these online events successful. And for a VA, it's a serious way to boost your career prospects, make yourself more valuable.
It moves you into a more strategic role, almost.
Precisely.
So here's something to think about as we finish. We saw in the source that technology is always changing things. AI, VR, they're starting to reshape what online meetings even are. So the question for you listening is this. If the tech landscape keeps shifting so fast, how do you, as a VA, need to constantly adapt? How do you keep learning and changing your skills to stay ahead of the curve?